Hello students! Para po sa continuation ng ating topic about special products, I will now discuss how to get the product of sum and difference of two terms. Kapag sinabing product of sum and difference of two terms, meron po tayong dalawang binomial na imumultiply. One is sum and the other is difference. Meaning, yung first terms po ay parehas and then yung atin pong second term ay almost the same. Ang pinagkaiba lang, yung isa ay positive, yung isa ay negative. Kaya nga po sum at saka difference. Okay? So, yun po yung palatandaan po natin na parehas ng first term at halos parehas naman po sila ng second term. Isang addition, isang subtraction. So, gamitin natin ang FOIL method para ma-derive natin yung pattern na ating gagamitin in solving this kind of problems. Okay? Again, i-multiply po natin ang A plus B sa A minus B. Let's start with the first terms. A times A, of course, is A squared. And then A times negative B, again, positive times negative, is negative. Kaya the answer po is negative AB. And then positive B times positive A, parehas positive, the answer must be positive then. Okay? So, positive AB is the product. And then, last terms, positive B times negative B, again, opposite sign, the answer must be negative. Okay? So, ang sagot po dito ay negative B squared. Okay? Then, after that, i-add na po natin yung mga terms na nakuha natin. Starting with A squared, dahil wala po siyang like term, A squared pa rin po siya. And then, for the outer and inner, so as you can see, we have here positive AB and negative AB. So, of course, we know that AB is 1AB and negative AB is simply negative 1AB. And adding 1 and negative 1, it will give us 0. Okay? Meaning, makakancel na siya, mawawala na po kasi 0 na yung value nila. At dahil dyan, isusunod na po natin yung last term which is negative B squared. Kaya magiging A squared minus B squared. So, every time na mag-multiply po kayo ng sum at difference ng two terms, ang makukuha nyo po is a binomial, wherein yung first term po ay yung product ng first terms, and then yung second term ay yung product ng last terms. In short, F at L lang yung matitira. Mawawala na yung O at saka yung I kasi nga, magiging equivalent na po siya sa 0. Okay? Okay, let's have another example. Gagamitin po ulit natin ang FOIL method para makita nyo po yung sinasabi ko na yung outer at inner ay mawawala lang. Okay? X plus 2y will be multiplied by x minus 2y. Let's start with the first terms. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2y, positive times negative, is negative 2xy. So, dahil magkaiba yung variable po ha, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung product law. So, this time, ikakopya lang natin or kokopyahin lang yung x and y. Okay, and then same with 2y times x. We are just going to arrange lang alphabetically and we will get a product of 2xy. Okay, and then, last terms. Positive 2y times negative 2y, positive times negative is negative. So, ang sagot po ay negative 4y squared. Okay? And then, add na natin yung mga terms na nakuha. Since wala pong like term ng x squared, kokopyahin lang. And then, based nga po sa ating property na additive inverse property, kung naaalala pa ninyo, when a number is added to its inverse, the answer is always 0. So, in this case, meron po tayong positive 2 at negative 2. Okay? So, sila ay opposites. Kaya, ang sum po nila ay 0, which means, makakancel na po yan. Mawawala na. 0 na yung value. And no need na po silang isulat. So, after that, kokopyahin mo na lang yung minus 4y squared. Okay? And together, ang magiging product na po natin ay x squared minus 4y squared. Sabi ko nga po, binomial lang po ang magiging sagot natin. Okay, tatandaan nyo lang po na dapat parehas ang first term, parehas ang second term, yung isa lang ay plus, yung isa ay minus. Okay? Ngayon naman, subukan nating gamitin yung pattern. Okay? Using the PST or the product of sum and difference pattern, ayan, ito yung pattern natin. So, i-square lang natin yung A, which is yung first term, minus yung square ng last term, which is B. Okay? In this case, ang A po natin, isulat natin, ang A natin ay X. At ang B po ay 2Y. Okay? So, i-substitute lang po natin sa ating pattern. Ayan. So, x squared, the square of x, minus, always po yung minus ha, 2y squared, or the square of 2y. Take note po ulit na gumamit po tayo ng parenthesis kapag tayo ay nagsasubstitute. Okay? And then, simplify this. The square of x, or x times x, of course, is x squared. And then, minus, kopyahin nyo na agad yung minus, the square of 2y is 2 squared y squared. 2 times 2 is 4. Y times y is y squared. Okay? So, ito na po yung ating final answer. X squared minus 4y squared using the PSD pattern. So, remember po, ito yung pattern natin ha. Uulitin ko, kailangan parehas ang first term at kailangan parehas ang second term, yung isa plus, yung isa minus. Okay? Ngayon, kung may makita kayo halimbawa na baliktad, nauna yung minus, A minus B, and then, tsaka yung sum, okay lang po yun. Ganun pa rin ang sagot dyan. Okay? A squared minus B squared pa rin po. Kahit magkabaliktad. Basta tandaan, ang isa plus, isa minus. And by the way, ang tawag po pala dun sa product na makukuha natin ay difference of two squares. So, kung mapapansin nyo, parehas siyang square. Parehas na perfect squares. Okay? Sulat natin. Difference of two squares. Yan po yung makukuha natin. And may encounter nyo po itong difference of two squares sa factoring, which is sa grade 8 pa po. Okay? So, let us now have more examples. Expand the following. Again, when we say expand the following, you just solve the given problem. Okay? So, we are just going to solve this one. V plus 3 times V minus 3. So, check muna natin kung satisfied ba na siya ay product of sum and difference of two terms. Parehas ba ng first term? So, check. Parehas ba ng second term? Check din. Yung isa plus, yung isa minus. So, dahil po na-satisfy naman po niya yung ating pattern, meaning, ito po, ganito po yung format ng magiging sagot dyan. Okay? So, i-assign na natin. Ang gagamitin nating A ay yung first term, which is yung V. At ang gagamitin nating B ay yung second term, which is 3. Okay? So, substitute lang natin yung V at yung 3 sa ating pattern na A squared minus B squared. So, V, square of V minus square of 3. Okay? Ganyan lang po. Again, minus po ang nasa gitna, hindi po yan nababago. Okay? So, the square of V, or V times V, is simply V squared. And then minus the square of 3, or 3 times 3, is equal to 9. Okay? So, tingnan natin kung tama ang ating sagot. Okay. So, the answer is V squared minus 9. Okay? Next example. Let's now have these expressions, 3k minus 1 times 3k plus 1. So, tingnan natin ulit kung nasatisfy niya yung ating pong problem. Dapat po ay Yung isa sum, yung isa difference. So, as you can see, nauna yung difference kaysa sa sum. Pero sabi ko nga kanina, that's okay. Ano? So, remember, meron tayong commutative property wherein it states that the order of the factors does not affect the product. A times B is the same as B times A. So, same dito, kahit mauna pa yung minus kaysa dun sa plus, same pa din yung product natin. Okay, so this time, ang value ng A natin ay 3K at ang value ng B natin is simply 1. Okay, so yan po yung ipo-plug in natin dito sa pattern. First po is the square of A, which is 3K, minus the square of B, which is 1. And let's simplify. The square of 3K is 3K times 3K. So let's start with 3 times 3. That is 9, and K times K, that is K squared. And then minus 1 squared, or 1 times 1 is simply 1. Okay? So, diba? Madali lang siya. Tingnan natin kung tama. Ayan. So, 9K squared minus 1 is the answer. For our last example, let's have 8C plus 12D times 8C minus 12D. So, this time, may variable na rin po yung second term natin. And that's okay. I-apply pa rin po natin yung ating pattern dyan. Okay? Assign nyo lang lagi yung A at B. So, ang A po natin ay yung first term na 8C. At ang ating B ay yung second term na 12D. Okay? So, let's plug in these values sa ating pattern. So, square of A, so 8C squared, minus square of B, so that will be 12D squared. And let's simplify using the power of a product rule. So, 8C squared is 8 squared C squared. 8 times 8 is 64. C times C is C squared. Minus 12D squared, apply ulit natin yung rule. 12D squared, D squared po yan. 12 times 12 is 144, and D times D, of course, is D squared. Okay, so let's check. Okay, so we got the correct answer. So, tatandaan nyo lang po, ganun lang po kasimple yung ating product of sum and difference of two terms. I hope naintindihan po nating mabuti kung paano kuhanin ang product of sum and difference of two terms. Kung may question po, don't hesitate to message me. Tutulungan ko kayo. That's for all. See you on the next video. Bye-bye!